Hey, it's Checkmate, and welcome back to Die in the Dungeon. The Speedhopper Achievement requires you to complete a run in less than 40 minutes. Now, a run can be beaten actually in very little time, even under 10 minutes, as speedrunners have shown. However, only 3% of players have ever gotten the Speedhopper Achievement. I'm going to show you how to take any run and beat it in less than 40 minutes, so that you can get this achievement and unlock the amazing dice that's behind it. Make sure that your game speed is on fast. This has such a huge difference because all the animations will be that much faster. You won't be waiting as long for enemies to attack and that sort of thing. And then of course, when starting a new run, make sure that you're using D0 difficulty. Enemies have the lowest health on this difficulty and it's the easiest, so it'll be the fastest to get through. And any frog is fine, just pick the one you're most familiar with. I will go with Cinder and also Hidden Ace just because I'm very familiar with this start. So we just start by killing this fly, we'll skip the dice rewards, and then I'll actually take a second here while the timer's still running just to talk about pathing on the map. So this is one area where it's okay to take a little bit more time to pick the optimal path. You want to avoid elite battles if you can. Those have 2 waves and they're generally more difficult, so they'll take longer to get through. You really want to aim for shred tiles, for rest spots, and for the events. You should also take a look at who you're facing at the end for the boss. This is the Scorpion. So for now, it looks like probably this type of path, or maybe even this one. This is a guaranteed event. Hit the shred, move up here, hit this event, go down over here, and then hit this easy run up to the boss here. Although we will be missing out on the final shot, but we'll just see as we go, we may change our minds. Oh, perfect. Skipping on to managing your deck, getting a hollow is extremely important. So we'll put this on our D8 splash attack. This is going to reduce the amount of energy that we need to play this attack. We'll ignore the challenge for now. It's okay to take a little bit of damage. We'll take the free sample. We'll upgrade first our splash attack die. That's going to be the centerpiece. Then we'll use the rest of our money to upgrade one of these boost dice just to roll all 3s, make it a little more consistent. And then I talked a little bit about managing the deck. You really want to aim for 5 or 6 dice total. It depends on what type of relics you have, if you have any double dip in your hand, or if you have relics that give you draw. But for Cinder, you want to delete these extra boost dice. And then if you get really ambitious, you can even delete this attack die now that we have hollow on our splash attack die. Just for a general rule of thumb, you want to be able to draw in all of your dice at once, which we can almost do by clicking our draw button here because of Hidden Ace. So we're pretty close to an ideal deck right now. The only die that we'll want is going to be a terrain die or a mirror die. This one can roll 0s, it's also faulty, and it's a d6, so it costs 1 energy. So I might hold out just a little bit longer and see what else pops up in the dice rewards. In the potion shop, you really only need double dip, hollow, or flash. Any of these other modifiers is really just a waste of time. So we'll just take double dip, we'll take hollow, and just leave the potions behind, and really just get used to skipping rewards. It gives you cash whenever you do, and again, you only really need to add 1 or 2 dice to your deck. So here we'll upgrade our block die, and then not really going to spend any more time upgrading the others. We'll just save the money for future shops. So here's the dense property. We could do something with that, but we'll just take a look at the rare dice just for fun. These are all D8s. This one's not very consistent. It's a D8. Ugh. This one rolls 3s, but is also a D8. We may just pick this one up and then rely on hollow and energy drink to help us out. So this is a bit of a weird choice. We only want to add a terrain die or a mirror die. This is kind of like a meta choice. If we had gotten flash at the last shop, we might have gone instead for more of a flash build. But whenever you get mirror, you don't want to put flash on your attack dice or your action dice. But if you get a consistent mirror that's a double dip or doesn't cost a lot of energy, this one just rolls 3s, so I'm just inclined to take it, and then we'll see what happens with it. Now this is a powerful die, and it's only because we have a pretty good amount of energy that I feel comfortable doing this. Even then, I don't feel necessarily super comfortable. Let's see. So this will be a good first start. We'll stun the Scorpion. And mirror is actually a pretty decent setup to destroy the Scorpion. And our 3s are just kind of lucky too because of the way these things are spaced. But you aim for the Scorpion Rider, So like in this case, we place our die. If we reverse this, we'll get an extra bonus because this will double first and then get copied right there. And specifically to the bosses, if you need help knowing how to defeat them, then check out my other videos where I give strategies for every boss and how to beat them. All right, new relic, Shadow Cloak or Reptilian Scales. We'll go Reptilian Scales just to have it. And then the only potions that are worth taking are generally the boss potions. You almost never need the potions. You can take a block potion if it makes you feel better, or a verdant or a brewmaster, but your build should be strong enough without them. Or a jackpot potion for fun. So for area 2, the map pathing is kind of more of the same. You avoid the battles when you can, and the later battles really stink. And you're not really looking to make that many changes to your deck at this point. The events can be a little more dangerous. For example, the flower gives you a choice between the Magnificent Flower and the Withered Flower. If you take Magnificent Flower, that'll be great for your first area, but then it'll change into Withered Flower in the next area. So the reverse is true, we'll take Withered Flower, but that's going to make our area 2 a little bit more difficult. So on the battles that you do face, make sure to battle smartly and quickly. Don't spend ages blocking. You can take some damage early on in exchange for killing the most annoying enemies. If you had a terrain die, you'll actually heal back most of that at the end anyway. You should be playing the same dice every battle, every turn, so you're playing consistently. You don't need to pause for a long time for each battle to figure out how to place your dice or that type of thing. Ooh. Nice. Okay, and we'll take that terrain as well. We'll get rid of some of our dice, and we're still pretty close to a good amount of draw and a decent amount of energy. In fact, we'll grab building blocks. That'll help us with a little bit of energy so we can always play our block for free. And Star Yo-Yo will be a great pickup as well. In terms of defeating the Area 2 boss, go ahead and watch my other video. In this case, it's really, really handy that we picked up a terrain spot right there. Very nice indeed. All right, so here we are in Area 3, well under the 20-minute mark, and so we're definitely going to make Speedhopper at this rate. The main thing is just getting to the final boss and winning. So for the map, the same type of pathing, you look for events specifically. The Area 3 events are very powerful, and same thing for battling. Every battle that you see here is going to be that much more annoying than the ones before it. That's a shred tile. That's very nice for our state because we need to get rid of either glass. Well, we might not get rid of glass. We'll see. We might want to get rid of this extra die or maybe even our heal die, but our heal die is glass, so we can get rid of that too. We're doing okay on energy. After turn 1, our output is not so good, but we'll see. So we'll take a moment to take a look at the build as well. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice in my hand, which is not great. But some of these are glass, so we'll get rid of those and then we'll be able to draw in a little more consistently. We have a mirror that rolls 3, but it costs 2 energy. And to counteract that, we have a building blocks relic here, which reduces the energy of my block dice. And we have put hollow on our D8 splash attack, as well as gotten a nice boost from our boost with Magnificent Flower and put hollow and double dip on this. Yeah, big damage. Using the terrain and our mirror together, very strong. So build's okay, strong right now. It's all right. We can definitely try to improve it a little bit, but not by adding more dice, just by improving the things that we have right now. Well, that wasn't how I envisioned getting rid of a die. So we'll change up our strategy just a little bit on the fly here. We did not get flash, so that stinks. It's okay though. So yeah, instead we'll just prioritize our block using Shadow Cloak and the mirror plus our defense dice. I wouldn't be opposed to picking up either another D4 attack or potentially a D4 block. Either of those would be okay with me. Yeah, we're fine. It's just kind of an annoying last minute change to make. I'm gonna grab this extra die and we should be okay with the draw. But yeah, we're okay with the draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but we have 2 double dip and 1 glass, so we should be fine. Perfect. Okay, so flash, we take that, we put it on our terrain. So there's kind of a meta choice between mirror and flash. Usually I take whichever one comes first. In this case, it was this weird mirror die. But flash on your terrain is always a good move. It doesn't preclude you from using mirror. We could have gone with Flash and put the Flash on our D8 attack, but in this case we found Mirror first, and then this, because Mirror and Flash don't play well together. So there's a bit of a meta choice between putting Flash on your action dice or using Mirror to make those action dice stronger. All right, and then build check. So our draw is okay like this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice, 1 glass, but the draw is okay because we have 2 double dip. So after this first hand, we'll probably even get rid of the glass die by playing it. We have our main centerpiece here is going to be this mirror die. We're going to mirror 2 targets at once, use 2 energy, but we have low cost energy dice elsewhere, so we were able to play still quite a few things. And then we have Shadow Cloak, which will give us Fortify, so we can kind of tank up here. Reptilian Scales will deal damage out of that tank. We're really going to be dealing plenty of damage to him anyway. So might as well use all of our potions that we've saved up here just to make this boss fight go a little faster. There, we've got some might, we've got some boosted, and then we'll play our nice big, let's get some block just to start off. And then we don't need full health at the end of this. Let's just play the die to get rid of it, because he's going to give us plenty of sting dice that are not exactly what we want. So yeah, there you have it. This is our build check. So with those tips, you should be able to defeat a run, defeat the Duke in under 40 minutes, probably in under 30, just like this. And this applies to pretty much any run on D0. This is a very achievable achievement, so I hope that these tips helped you out. We had a couple of curveballs come our way. The first one was the mirror die, that was the trickster. In this case, there was an opportunity, so I took it. But I wish that for the example run, it would have been maybe a little more normal and we could have used a bit of a more normal mirror die. But I think the point's still valid. And then I made a really dumb mistake on the Area 3 event, but I chose the top one because I thought it had pretty good odds and had a possibility for a reward. But I forgot that if we failed it, we would lose that D8 attack die, which was kind of our main damage dealing output. But anyway, we recovered from that. Ended up being a mixed blessing because we needed to discard a die anyway. I just would have discarded the other attack die rather than my D8 splash. But we were still plenty strong. And then we added another attack just to round it off. And of course, improved our terrain die and picked up the Fortify relic from the Shadow Cloak. I hope this video helped. If you have the Speedhopper achievement, please comment below and share your best tips. And I'll see you in the next video.